My vision was to create a theater that would destroy racism.
Sure look good, but it don't mean a thing to me.
Folks said it wouldn't last. Said you can't do that. That's impossible. But when the Wright brothers said that they could fly something in the air like a bird, everybody laughed at them too.
I think in Jackie Taylor you have one of the Chicago theater's true originals, an entrepreneur, a writer, a director, a performer, and an arts administrator, kind of all rolled into one package.
I worked in Chicago theater at the major companies like the Goodman. The first film that I did was called Cooley High, and we now know that Cooley High is quite a classic. But that was my first major role, starring against Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. Black Ensemble Theater started in 1976, which makes us 47 years old now.
I've been going to Jackie's shows probably for 25 years at least, and I've never failed to have a good time there. She's created really a kind of a niche that no one else really has.
But I want to be free.
Which is creating shows about great black musical figures. Whether it's Dionne Warwick or the great blues singers.
I got a groove shaking, baby. Shake like jello on a plate.
Or Howlin' Wolf, or pop artists.
Just keep it up and quench my desire.
Jackie Wilson and Curtis Mayfield. And right now we're running the Earth, Wind, and Fire Reasons. What we want at Black Ensemble Theater is for people to see themselves in us, no matter your race, creed, or color.
I see no mountains, I see no seas.
Our stories are uplifting. They're musicals because I'm a musician.
Turn off the lights and light a candle.
They're kind of jukebox shows for the most part. They celebrate the figure being honored. Typically, they're affirming shows.
I spent my entire life living right, eating right. How could this happen to me and why?
You get to see the struggles that the musical artists typically had, and then you get to see them resolved. Often they have personal struggles and professional struggles. And then by the end, the shows usually end with a real celebration of that music.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want you to read your program. Find out how you can become a friend of the Black Ensemble Theater.
But she's also started a lot of careers, and she's one of the really great discoverers of talent in Chicago. Some, like Chester Gregory, have gone on to major Broadway and recording careers.
My hero. You're my hero.
47 years later, we are here in our own building, our own space that we built from the ground up. We raised $20 million to build the Black Ensemble Theater Cultural Center. 2011 is when we opened.
Great show.
She knows her audience. She's been able to get an audience for the work that she does, and it's very much still Jackie Taylor's theater. Her presence in the lobby, while that might sound trivial, is an intrinsic part of why people go to that theater. And her curtain speeches, where she, essentially asks for donations by telling everybody they're at church, is part of the fun of going to Black Ensemble too.
And now we're working on a village. We're building a performance arts education center. We're building housing, affordable housing for artists.
If you were to say to me, you know, is there another Jackie Taylor? I would say no. There's only one. She's an original. She's one of a kind, and she's a real treasure in this city. That theater is so closely linked to its founder, probably more than any other theater in the city at this moment, and it's impossible for me to imagine Black Ensemble without Jackie Taylor.
God bless you all. Thank